Thank you very much. I will start with a quote of a man we should not even mention, but we must mention him. This man called himself Adolf Hitler and said this: "The border between Europe and Asia is not the Urals, but the border is the place where the Germanic tribes end and Slovenia begins. We must move this border as far as possible to the east. The history itself gave us the right to subjugate all these minority nations and to use them for the work and prosperity of the German Reich." It sounded like a cult. And then Hitler translated it into words. As I stand here with full responsibility, I say that fascism and Nazism were neither oppressed nor persecuted. They just managed to hide it during the Cold War, and we see the consequences of not being oppressed by fascism and Nazism. One of these consequences is that today, topics such as the new war, the new conflict between the East and the West, the Russian Federation is being criticized. The consequences of the Second World War are being supported. We know very well, ladies and gentlemen, where Slovakia came from, and we know that the nations of the former Soviet Union paid a huge price for this glorious fight that went on across the whole of Europe. We simply do not acknowledge the truth. Therefore, as I stand here, I will not forget it all, because I knew very well what Gustav Gusak was talking about. So let me tell you that on Monday evening, I get on the plane and go to celebrate the end of the Second World War to China, because China played an important role. And I will take this opportunity to meet with the largest number of states as possible. Gusak was based on invented reasons, but a sovereign position that the Slovakian service has never had. We agreed with the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister of the Czech Republic that we will send food aid to Gaza. Within the scope of our possibilities, it is about 6.2 tons of basic food that are currently in Jordan on the airport. And under our flags, they will be handed over to the mediation of the Padawans at the Gaza Strip, because we want to show where our place is and what we think about it.